was referred by the physiotherapist for 12 weeks, which is NHS paid, and then you get the option of an extra 12 weeks that you pay for, but £60, so that's at a reduced rate. And then by then you're hooked. You can sit here and not do anything and the machine will do it for you, or you can use it as resistance training. So that part of it is fantastic.
Around 2018, we'd noticed in Bolsover district that there was a lot of people wanted to be physically active, but there was a lot of barriers in place to stop them being physically active. So we created a programme called PALS, which stands for Physical Activity and Lifestyle Support. I try not to pigeonhole it because we love the flexibility what it's got. So for example, if somebody's been struggling financially and it's a case of a gym membership, for instance, or being more physically active or putting food on the table, obviously the priority is going to be the food. Transport is really poor in Bolsover district. You can't get from the north of the district to the south of the district without taking maybe 2 or 3 buses. So we wanted to try and help and support people getting onto the journey to become physically active. So they've been able to put a referral form in. It can be a clinical referral from a GP, a social prescriber. It can also be from a resident, it can be from a neighbour, it can be from the person who wants to be referred basically. And what we'll do is then we'll go in and meet with that person. It can be in their house, it can be a local cafe, wherever it may be, and we'll try and unpick the issues around why they're not being physically active.
Met new people, made new friends, but it's basically there's no incentive to do exercise on your own at home, so I come here.
When we get a referral through, obviously at the time, it's a very basic referral. We was conscious about that as well. We didn't want them to have to fill in a long piece of referral. So we'll initially make contact with them, arrange to meet them, and then basically discuss what barriers are there. So we've got some examples. For instance, I worked with a lady who'd got a curvature of the spine. She'd been stuck in a house for a long period of time, not local family around her. When I initially met with her, she did want to come to do some physical activity. I actually picked her up because she'd not got a car, brought her to the facility and actually came with her to the sessions, which again is a big barrier for a lot of people. It's okay giving them a flyer and saying, well, do you know about this group or that group? But it's quite intimidating to walk into that venue not knowing anybody. So I brought her up, got her engaged in the sessions in here. Then going in a bit more detail, we actually found out she got full PIP claim and she got mobility. She told me she'd passed a test around 20 years ago, but then not drove a car. So I arranged for her to have some driving lessons. It was deemed then that she was fit to drive, and then we got her a car through the PIP claim because she got the top mobility. So now she comes up five times a week to train on herself. She's got her independence back. She has been on record to say the programme actually saved her life. She's been interviewed in other areas as well. So that's just kind of one extreme. And obviously it's a multiple agency approach as well. So we will bring other agents in. It's not as though we do everything, but we've got a team here. For instance, if it's financial, they will go out and they'll look at their income. And then if it's deemed that they are receiving the correct money, they'll then go through an income and expenditure sheet with them. So look at what foods they've got, look at what bills they've got incoming and then outgoing, and they'll work on that. So we work closely with the Citizens Advice Bureau.
I got mental health problems and I had a stroke, which was like 4 years ago, and I've been coming here ever since, and it's done me brilliant. It's brought my sight back. I can do things now that I couldn't do before.
It's the team what run, we're funded for 3 programmes, so we've got Exercise by Referral, Bolsover Wellness Plus and PALS. It's the same members of staff who work across all 3. They've got a lot of expertise in the field, which does help. We've got a lady who lived in Clown who wanted to walk to here but just struggled a little bit. We just got her a walker. Managed to get her a walk, you see, so that was kind of an easy game. There is some not as severe cases, if you like, but yeah, it's about the time management with the staff as well. They'll make a judgment call on kind of week 1, because some people who come from through our programme, they may just want week 1, week 6, week 12 being seen as an appointment, and then kind of left to do their own thing. There's some people who obviously demand more of our time, and again, the staff just really work hard on kind of prioritising. PALS is kind of the prerequisite for the other two programmes, so it tends to be people who may be in that state of contemplation, so they may know they need to be more physically active, but they may not be in that place to do it. So PALS is kind of that leg up, that support, that hand-holding really service, what will get them onto ultimately the two main programmes. Exercise by referral, there's certain criteria on there what people need to meet, and then Bolsover Wellness is basically fills in the gaps of the criteria. So Bolsover Wellness, for instance, we've got the menopause, which is commissioned through exercise by referral, ex-armed forces, socially isolated people, so they can refer them to the programme. The programme as a whole is a free 12-week programme, so they'll get access to all our facilities across the district. It's not just facility led as well, we're not a profit making organisation, so we will liaise with local groups and clubs, which we've done, so if there's a walking group. So yes, it is predominantly facility led, but it doesn't have to be that. We engage with everybody who works in our district really to try and get this person more physically active, so it could be getting somebody to walk to local bingo hall. We deliver 36 classes a week away from the site, off-site as well.
When I first put on the programme, it's because I was diagnosed with bad arthritis and osteoporosis, so I came to strengthen my bones and to get me mobile. And at the beginning, you're given a form that you fill in, and Claire was one of the workers, and it asks about your health and your well-being and your mental well-being and things. And so I started the classes, and then unfortunately I lost my husband. And it was only because of the class that I felt that I had a safe place to come back to, where I knew that the worker knew what was happening, and it was a great place to come back. And it were only that really got me going in life again. And the fact that the workers here are very interactive with you, they're not standoffish, so it's really good, you know. And actually the whole group is really a social place, and it's a good place for older people to be.
We've had one at Welbeck Road in Bolsover. It was actually talking to a GP who was really passionate about the health benefits of physical activity. So they gave us a room, and we kitted it out full of kit. So again, it takes the barrier away of transport, certainly for the residents of Bolsover who've actually got nothing there. But also what it does, it's a seamless transition from senior GP to come onto our programme, because historically the programme you did have to be referred through GPs, but we've actually taken that away now, because obviously it does impact on GP's time as well. So yeah, we've got one at Bolsover, one at Tibshelf. They're really well attended. They are supervised sessions as well, so the gym isn't open all the time, the surgery is open, they are supervised sessions and they book in, so there is a member of my team there to facilitate the sessions and activities. We actually secured some COVID recovery funding, and we decided to go down the route of getting the full assisted machines in. What I did in the background to that is I started to work with the 6 local hospitals who cover Bolsover district. So we get a lot of referrals come through now, certainly from physios. My team are qualified in pulmonary rehab phase 4, cardiac rehab phase 4 and pulmonary rehab. So there's 4 phases of recovery. So the first 3 phases are kind of clinical, and what we've done here is we actually have the nurses at phase 3 work out of this facility. So then when they transition from phase 3 to phase 4 and they come to see my team, they've already been into the facility. So we thought this room would be perfect for them. It's 12 participants per session, and we deliver 18 sessions a week. We do feel it's vitally important as well that they're instructor led, because we do get some severe cases, certainly stroke patients, as I said, cancer patients. We do get a lot of severe cases in here, so yeah, we do staff it. This room, as you'll have already seen, it does become a bit of a talking shop as well, but that's been fantastic. Yes, they do come in for the physical activity, but some of it is probably secondary to some of these people. Some of these people don't see anybody day to day. It's kind of their day out. You'll see them in the cafe before and you'll see them in the cafe after. A lot of people didn't know each other before this room was set up, so they become friends, and our retention rates are to around 75%. So if we get somebody through the 12-week programme and then continue to stay with us, we're getting around 75% of people staying with us, which is unheard of, to be fair. And I do put a lot of it down to this room and kind of the social engagement. We did look initially whether this could be put at the side of the gym and just be an option. so it can be open as long as the gym runs and actually not staff. But we found out very quickly that that wasn't going to be ideal. I mean, the staff have a great rapport with them as well. This is for the more severe cases, but ideally if people are wanting to become more physically active and their condition allows them to do that, because that's the important thing as well. Some people may stay in here for kind of the rest of the time, but if we can advance them, then also we've got the chair base, which is obviously sit to stand, trying to encourage them to be more mobile.
My husband's in a wheelchair, he's blind, he can't walk far, you know, and the long days and the lonely days. And to come here, we have a laugh, you know, it's right good fun.
And then we've got the low impact circuit classes what run as well, so again it's an advancement of that. I mean, in an ideal world you'd get everybody back into some form of kind of mainstream gym environment, but again, some people don't want that, and so we feel here that we cater for everybody. We've got a 165 station gym upstairs, and we do get people who go on the path and go all the way through.
I missed 2 days last week, so I was away. That was Thursday, Friday. Saturday, I could feel that I was starting to ache because I wasn't doing any exercise.
I've put a business plan together for hopefully to have one of these sites in the south of the district, because we do cover 3 junctions of the motorway, so we're currently based up at junction 30 all the way down to 28. And as I said, the transport links aren't great, so for certainly people in the south of our district, they will struggle to get here, if I'm honest. So we are looking at identifying a room and putting some kit in there so the business plans come together. Just in terms of the PALS approach as well, it will still be offered across the district, but we're actually homing in now on certain areas of our district what are more deprived than others. So actually, at the minute, we do have enough numbers coming through based on the advertisements we do and the other agencies we work with and partners, but actually we're going to really home in on some key areas of the district and actually send a member of staff out into that district to meet with people directly. So instead of in effect relying on them to come to us, we're going to go to them, and that's all done through some public health data. Last year we had proven that we'd saved kind of public health, the NHS, I think in the region of around £720,000. So obviously if they're interacting with our service, then hopefully they're not using the other services and it's actually freeing it up and actually taking some relief certainly off the GP surgeries. When we get a referral through, we'll obviously discuss with them how they see physical activity as well, because that's important. A lot of people seem to get confused and think it's got to be a gym, where again just going to walk to local shops instead of using the car, things like that. So the staff now, I'm more than confident to say the staff have got every base covered in terms of our district, and actually if a referral comes through and the gym isn't for them, we can there's something out there for everybody in terms of physical activity, and I'd like to think the staff are confident in being able to do that. And again, it's just breaking down that barrier. The staff will have that time to go to one of these sessions with them. Live Life Better Derbyshire run some of their classes out of this facility as well. So again, from an end user point of view, that intimidation factor, that worrying factor, if they're on weight management and then they come over to us after they've done the weight management or they stop smoking, it's just literally the deliverer will pass the referral form on to us, and it's just straight away, so that person's still coming to the same site. So, and again, my team will go in probably 2 or 3 weeks before they do to finish that class, just to introduce themselves. Again, take that barrier away and say, all right, well, I know when I finish here I'm going to see such and such member of staff. And that works with the nurses as well, with the pulmonary and cardiac rehab classes. I mean, the cardiac rehab class, what's been going for years and years now, we deliver 4 a week. It's one of the groups originally formed, they become a constituted group, so they've actually become friends now, and they go out, they apply for funding, they'll go out on walks and trips, and that's just basically by meeting here initially after unfortunately having an heart attack.
Until you're left alone, nobody can actually understand what that feels like, so you know, these groups are important health-wise and mental health-wise and everything really.